So wonderful to see you. Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am deepening today with lavender. This is lavender. Okay, it's so great to see you. Please comment where are you connecting from, because we're going to speak today about new Germanic medicine, and I am going to take a few of your questions in regards to how to support your healing with essential oils. So if you have any questions in regard to your ailments, your diseases, and not only, please drop them in the chat. I have a wonderful dog here with me today. He's called Simba. So he is patrolling around the house. Okay. So just in case you might hear barking, so you know exactly why it's happening. So why do we get sick? I have here, I have TikTok there and YouTube here. I am on live on both platforms. And I want to speak today about why do we get sick and how do we heal, but from a new Germanic medicine perspective. Okay, so what are the three key questions, in today's how do we lower cholesterol? That's a very interesting question. Let me answer that. Thank you so much for being here on YouTube as well. But I'm going to ask you, why do we get first, sick? Because I want to do like an overview. Let's call it overviews. And I'm not going to forget your question. I'm going to make a note. Didn't find the video about it. Okay. Yeah. Let me come into that, but let's look a little bit holistically and look at three questions. Why do we get sick? That's the first question. How do we actually, how healing is happening, and what role do germs play in the healing? And especially, do we fear them or we don't fear them? Okay, so I would like to address this, and I'll come back to your cholesterol. So please stay here on the live. If you are deciding, however, to go, or maybe you're busy, let me know, and I will thank you for your beautiful content. So lovely to see you. So I hope you do have the time to stay, but if you don't, I'll just address it now. I don't know if you have the time to stay a little bit. Uh, something. Let's just dive deep in. Why do you get this cholesterol? Because cholesterol isn't your enemy. It's your vital substance that it builds the hormones, vitamin D, cell membrane. When the level risks are too high, like we have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, so it's often that the body's protective response to inflammation, to internal stress that you have. Good evening, dear, as well. Good evening to all of you. I'm going to have here also some water. Let me put my lemon oil, and I'm also deepening with lavender. But let me show you how to use this before we go into cholesterol, because this is the first question that I have taken. This is gentle detox and amazing for lower cholesterol, by the way. And let's have a look, body, mind, and spirit. And salt in water as well, but more in the morning. Okay, so coming back to cholesterol, you have chronic stress. Your in the moment when you have the chronic stress, your cortisol is raising. So please liaise with me in the chat and let me know if this is your life. Also this triggers a lot of liver, to produce more cholesterol. You have inflammatory diets. Are you eating a lot of junk? Are you eating processed or refined sugars, trans fats? That's a big trigger for cholesterol. Do you have a sedentary lifestyle? What kind of movement are you doing? I hope you're still here because I am answering your question. So are you doing all of that? Do you have like a liver congestion, sluggish bile flow? When was the last time you have done a detox, for example? Have you ever done a detox? These are all questions that you need to start asking yourself. What about your hormonal imbalances? Do you have thyroid issues? Okay, your body's message is that I'm trying to protect you. So the body is having high cholesterol for protecting you. I don't know, but the doctor said everything is fine. Yeah, well, then how do you know exactly that you have high cholesterol? I thought that you've done some tests. So rather than saying lower the cholesterol by force, maybe you apply a holistic approach, to reduce the causes of inflammation in your body, to do a detox, to do a deworming in the first place, rather than thinking straight away lowering your cholesterol. And you need to start an anti-inflammatory foods, starting to eat inflammatory foods. Thank you so much for the loves. Let's just tap, let's just raise this live to the top, because I want more people to join this live, and it's also your way to say thank you to the universe for getting this information absolutely for free. We're talking new Germanic medicine, body, mind, and spirit, how to support your body and how to look after your body in a more natural way, in a better way. Okay, move your body daily, my lovely, the one who said you have high cholesterol, because this by moving, you'll help your liver, your lymphatic system. Very important. Also, first thing, detox, liver detox with essential oils, lemon. I just took a big jug of water in which I put lemon. Yes, thank you, universe. Thank you, speaker. Thank you so much as well. This is very important to start your detox. Support your liver, lemon, grapefruit, zendocrine, DDR prime. These are all oils. And wherever I go, I take my oils with me. I have brought a few of them, not all of them, because now I'm in another environment. I'm visiting my sister. So I can't carry 200 odd oils. Yeah, but I took a few. Hello, good evening. Mikael, it's lovely to see you. Also, I recommend cinnamon because this supports healthy circulatory and metabolism in your mind. Let's have a look. Why in general, let's say you don't know exactly, or that you have cholesterol, but maybe some people here on this live, we already 7 people, maybe some people, yes, I do have high cholesterol and I would like to understand what's happening in my body. So cholesterol imbalances are often linked to emotional pressure, and it is, and I'm speaking about new Germanic medicine as well tonight. It's about that inner tension, that fear of the future, and the common emotional patterns will be like feeling like you always have to be strong, regardless of what you feel. I have to be strong. And this, we go back to my videos on YouTube about childhood wounds. Why do you always have to be strong? What wound are you actually carrying there? It's carrying the weight of everyone problems, carrying the responsibility of everyone. I got the visa to the UK. I'm coming in January. Hopefully, I will. I do hope you will message me, and I'm more than happy to meet anyone who would like to meet me. Maybe you have suppressed anger because the anger is going into your liver. Okay, so that suppressed anger is going straight to your liver. You have suppressed frustration, resentment, and especially towards life responsibilities. And this is why your cholesterol is very high. You have difficulty in relaxing, okay, in enjoying pleasure in life. You are constantly on alert, like a sentinel, right? Alert, controlling, and so on. You are trying to control outcomes out of fear and anxiety. So, this is why your cholesterol protects the arteries from damaging. And symbolically, it's like your body is trying to say, you've built emotional walls to protect yourself. So, try to take those walls down. Okay, learn how to soften, learn, and especially to soften that control. Live with trust. What's happening if you have trust? What do you think might happen? Just trust the person that you reach to, trust the process, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to receive support. Open your arms. What did we say in one of those wounds? A particular one, and I'm not going to go into wounds tonight, but a particular wound literally does like that. So they protect themselves from anything which has to do with opening themselves to the opportunities. So please go back on YouTube and watch them. You need to start releasing the anger, but in a safe way, through breakthrough, through break work, breathe work, through meditation, support with essential oils, journaling, movement. Yeah, all of this will need to be incorporated in your life, because the healing will not come if you stay exactly where you are. You need to change the situation, the environment. Healing will only appear in the moment when you will change something in your life. If you stay exactly as you are, you will get worse. And the supportive oils for high cholesterol, first and foremost, is going to be the citrus. So we're talking grapefruit, we're talking lemon, we're talking bergamot. Okay, bergamot is one of the oils that I recommend. Bergamot, because this will ease stress and will promote joy, is the oil of self-acceptance. Also, I recommend balance, and I have today with me, I have the touch version, which is balance. Okay, and this blend will calm the tension. It will bring you grounding. Then we have the frankincense, which is part of my four musketeers, and this month you will have it absolutely for free when you purchase other essential oils as part of your healing program, which is about 200 points. Balance, it will ground you, it will calm the tension. Frankincense, the same, it invites you to have trust, because it's the oil of truth, is the oil of God, is the oil of which fosters a healthy connection with the Father, which is the creator. It will make you surrender. Okay, lemon oil that you just saw me putting in the beginning of the life, it clears that mental heaviness, that resentment that you carry. Thank you so much for the loves, likes. Thank you. Let's just bring this live to the top so more people are able to join us and learn new Germanic medicine, and how and why do we actually get sick, really. As soon as thank you so much, Pat. I saw that you are here on my live. It's lovely to see you, Matt. So great to see everyone. These are my regular people that are coming every single day. So spiritually, if we look at high cholesterol spiritually, why is it coming? It's linked to the blocked flow. This is what's happening when you have cholesterol. Physically, blocked flow physically in your body, in your arteries. as well as energetically. That flow of life is not flowing. Yeah, not flowing. And it reflects also an imbalance in the heart chakra. You are not able to love properly because there the love compassion is where it resides. And yeah, it's blocked in your case if you have high cholesterol. Okay. And when love, joy, compassion are restricted, the energy stagnates. The body mirrors that constriction, and the message is, it's time to open your heart now, when it's not too late. Open your heart, release the fear, live in love, trust the rhythm of life. Trust it, because, and I'm going to change my bio, and I will say, if you are on my live or on my channels, you will risk of being brainwashed. Honestly, this is what's happening here. It's brainwashing. To understand, and I'm going to repeat again and again and again, everything is body, mind, and spirit. Yeah, we need to understand our illnesses and diseases from the body, mind, and spirit perspective. Okay, and spiritual healing, my lovely. Thank you. I thank you. Thank you for being here in the brainwashing seminar, the brainwashing seminar. So spiritual focus, how to start this, practice gratitude. Have you practiced gratitude today? Do you know that there are people in this world which did not see the daylight? They passed away. And you are so lucky to see the daylight, to have something to eat. And gratitude starts with small things, you know. Practice forgiveness daily, every single day. And I posted on my story. Go on TikTok on my story today, and you will see a wonderful post where I'm talking to my body, where I say, I'm sorry for being harsh to you. I'm sorry for, go and look at it. You are a very smart lady. Thank you so much. And you are the same. You are absolutely the same. The only difference between me and you is that I come live, I talk, I have the courage, and you probably, I don't know if you come live or not, or maybe you're not ready that, but I'm sure that you are very wise as well, because we are all creation of the God. Practice gratitude, practice forgiveness, this is emotional cleansing. Spend time in the nature, harmonize, open your heart, meditate if you believe in this. Journal, use rose, use geranium. Geranium is one of the most powerful oils ever. Okay, and together geranium with frankincense, it will help you, will support you, open the heart, and restore that spiritual flow. And I absolutely love this combination. I'm shy but very wise. Exactly. I'm sure you're very wise. Everyone is. I promise, everyone is. Use affirmations, and I see affirmations as using the oils with intention. Use affirmation of self-worth when you use the oils, and you know that I deepen with them every single day. I came to my sister. She is about an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes away from me. I took the oils for me. I literally can't travel without them, and do self-affirmation like this, to the right, to not defensive, just I let go the pressure. I let go the pressure. I let go the stress. I choose peace. I allow love and joy to flow. What did we say? Cholesterol, it's about blocked flow. Okay, so when you say that, I allow love, I allow joy to flow freely through me. This is an affirmation, and when you use these oils with intention, together with a good, lifestyle in terms of eating, when you combine it with uh, movement and so on, all of this holistically, if you just address one of the three, it's like addressing only 33%, 33 point something percent. Right. Yeah. So you can't address just the body, you can't address just the mind, and you can't address just the soul. You need to look at all of them in order to for the healing to come. Words are powerful. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, if you have this high cholesterol, you have inflammation in the body, liver, congestion, you have stress hormones in the mind, you have that emotional pressure, you have that over responsibility, spirit, blocked heart, blocked energy, blocked flow, all of that. So in essence, high cholesterol isn't your body betraying you, it's your body protecting you. And I will be going into very simple, very basic, like nursery style or kindergarten, if you are in the USA, explanation about NMG. I think I said NMG, but NMG is in my language. It's NMG, New Germanic Medicine. Um, it's your call. The fact that you have cholesterol, it's your call. And again, I'm coming with brainwashing here. It's your call to release that pressure, to embrace gentleness, to embrace love, okay? To make that flow return into your system physically, emotionally, spiritually. So don't see it like a burden. Yes, it's what we love about your contact. You explain it like we are five. Sorry about that. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I mean, yeah. So what I'm trying to say by saying when I said kindergarten or yeah, nursery, is because I want you to understand. If I start explaining New Germanic medicine in very philosophical terms, which I might not even fully understand, trust me, nobody will understand. And network marketing, healing, anything, as simple as you can explain, you win. Take it as a compliment in a good way. Yeah, absolutely. I just, I don't want you to feel like I'm saying to the audience that you are five, like 5 years old. No, I'm trying to explain it in the most easiest way possible in terms of everyone understands. Okay, so I thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's more about me thinking about you, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So why do we get sick? I started like that, but then I got a question in regards to high cholesterol. So why do we get sick? How do we heal? And this is important. It's important to know because there are three questions that I'm going to address, and I want you to think about them as well. Why do we get sick? How is actually healing happening? And what roles do germs play? Should we fear or should we not fear? And especially also what role is the role of our ailments and diseases? What are they trying to say to us? And for years, I sensed, I'm studying now my body, my support with oils, the clients that I'm supporting, everything for 6 years, 6 full years, okay? And I sensed that emotions and inner stress lived on me as well affect health more than anything else. And, it's still like something I can't explain. If I wasn't unhappy, this month, why did I still got sick? So people are telling me I wasn't unhappy this month, but I still got sick. So explain to that, And I later found that a framework that finally gave me a clearer, more structured answer to this. And these are the five, and I'm going to go through them It's the 5 biological laws of nature. Probably you already know them, but if you don't, you can Google, you can go on YouTube. There are so many videos about this. They are called the 5 biological laws of nature. Often they are called New Germanic medicine. It's something that I'm passionate about. I'm still, in my opinion, even after a few years of looking into that, I'm still in the beginning. Okay, and I'm not going to teach the whole system today. I'm just going to teach some core principles, and I'm just going to go into the explanation of the 5. But I have my friend there. Which is chopping on the stairs. But before, we search any emotional causes, check toxicity, because there are 2 expectations that matters. The New Germanic medicine, it's happening in all the situation, but less in accidents, poisoning, and toxicity. So in modern life, many people suffer not because of a single emotional conflict, but because the body is overloaded with medication, with chemicals, with long term side effects. And you can take something from the stomach pain, and I'll give an example. I used to take those pills a while ago. You take something for the stomach. When you open that box, you don't read the prescription. You just go, how do I take it quicker so I get rid of that pain, because it drives me mad. So you take that medication for stomach, and it stresses the liver, then it stresses the kidneys, and the problem keeps moving from one side effect to another. So the message is simple. Yes, before you go deeper into conflicts, and emotional theories, make sure that your body isn't overloaded. And this is why I will always recommend the detox first. Detox, deworming, detoxification. Side effects are effects. Yeah, absolutely. It's very clear, because they are there. But some people, all that they carry is how to take that medication quicker to kill the symptom, rather than staying with that pain and trying to see what is that pain actually telling me. And if I start with the basic, clean up, a detox, what burdens the system, your whole body, support elimination, and see exactly what remains. Because often after a detox, after a deworming, and after you support your body properly, the symptoms either reduce dramatically, or they disappear. I had clients which I guided them through this process, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. And the big truth is, nothing heals you from the outside. Nothing. Again, you're going to hear me saying that. Nothing. There is no external healing, only self healing. And the body regenerates. It's made to regenerate naturally. It's like a wound, closes but rebuilds tissues. That internal healing follows the same principles, with only one condition: that the body must have support instead of self-sabotage. And how do we self-sabotage ourselves, and how do we self-sabotage our healing? First of all, in my opinion, because we're talking body, mind, and spirit, it's food. Okay, so junk, not quality food, and so on. So that's food first. Poor sleep, which is also in relation to the body. Chronic stress, yes, he acknowledges. You have exhausted your body. Again, junk food, again, dehydration. Talking of dehydration, I'm going to drink a sip of my water with lemon. Yes, this will help a lot. Okay, you have constant suppressing symptoms. And how do you support your healing? Because we talked about how we sabotage it, but how do we support it? Sleep properly, rest, nutrition, having, gratitude, hydration, minerals, calm your nervous system, and use supportive tools that help your body to do what it is designed to do. Nothing cures you, nothing heals you by magic. It supports, these supportive methods simply help the body complete its own repair process. Yes. So the five body, I think I might need to open that door for the dog. So please bear with me for 1 second. Don't go anywhere. There we are. I told you that I have my dog in here, which is needed to go to the toilet. Well, not my dog, it's my sister's dog. So the five biological laws, explained simple, so we all understand them. I'll think again, if like I was in the beginning, how was someone explaining to me? The law number one is every disease starts with a biological shock. Okay, and what means that? What is a shock? A conflict shock. This is a normal argument because it's experience that hits you, a shock, yeah, which comes your way in regards to four criteria. We are fine balanced machine, absolutely, and we are created by God. God is our creator, absolutely. So coming back to the shock, because we said the first law is every disease starts with a biological shock. That shock, it hits you in regards to four criteria. So first of all, shock triggers illnesses. Absolutely. You're totally right. Totally right. So first of all, that shock comes unexpected, and I'm going to give an example. Secondly, it is experienced at a very high intensity, quite a dramatic intensity. Okay. Three, it's felt in isolation. I am alone in this. I have no support. I am on my own, and I suffered that shock. And it is no immediate solution. So we have these four. If you haven't caught them from the beginning, this session is recorded on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel, is Mihaela Hegarty, and you will be able to see this session again. Okay, so this shock affects you on the three levels at once. It hits you on the psyche, stress response. It hits you in the brain, like a control center charge, and it hits you in the organ or the tissue as a specific biological adaptation. And I'll give you an example. The mouse and the cat, if a mouse is seeing a cat, what do they do? That mouse, it freezes. It freezes. It faces that mortal danger, that fear of death. Just imagine a mouse and the cat. It needs more oxygen to escape. The body starts to activate what do I do now? It is a lung-related adaptation to increase capacity. Exactly. Fight, flight mode. It is that survival intelligence. It's not bad luck. This is the situation, what is happening. Okay, so I explained it. The law number two is every condition runs in two phases. And this is where majority of the people just continue not to understand it. But I'm going to be here to brainwash you so you will understand it eventually. That's the risk of subscribing to my channel. So the phase number one, any health events are often, they are biphasic. So active phase, which is the stress, the conflict, what's going on. And then is the healing phase, which is after resolution. And the important shift, for you to have in mind, perspective, is that symptoms often appear in the healing phase. This is where the people are trying to go to the pharmacy, get medication, and that they suppress the symptoms. And I'm going to say it again. Symptoms appear in the healing phase, when the problem is already resolved. So instead of panicking, instead of killing those those symptoms, support your body. Support with natural solutions such as essential oil to restore, to repair. That is the correct response. Rest, support, not fear. But you think, oh my God, I have a pain, that must be bad. This is the mindset. It's a mindset which needs a shift in how you see things. Law number three. Okay. Tissue changes, tissue changes are follow the embryological logic. So this is like different tissues respond differently depending on their origin. And in simple terms, what that means, is some tissues grow and expand during stress, then break down during the healing phase. Okay, other break down during stress, then rebuild during healing. So it's example like with devaluation and bones. A person, it loses, because I have a lot of questions of how is when I lose the bone density. A person loses a sense of worth, automatically goes to bone density reduces during the active phase. Okay. And then they regain value, regain purpose, because they work with themselves, they support, they work, they do that inner work. So the bones rebuild. The pain, the pain may appear because the surrounding tissues, stretches during the repair, but it's not bad. Pain here, means rebuilding, not damage. Okay, law number 4. We have the microbes, which are supporting the microbes, which are supporting the healing. They are not the enemy. So microbes, they act like the repairing crew, like the firefighters during the healing phase, and their job is to help, like break down tissues, rebuild that in excess, whatever. Yeah, it's a assist rebuilding where tissues was reduced. Think of them again like a crew of firefighters. When there is a fire, they come and help you. They're seeing the firefighters, see the firefighters like your friends. But it's hard, isn't it? It is hard to see those microbes as your friends. Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the comments. Do you see them? Do you find it hard to believe that? What do you think? I'm very curious. Because when your tests show that the bacteria during the symptoms, it may not be the cause, it may be the part of the repairing process. And this changes how we view things like mucus, cough, discharge, and so on. The body is removing debris, all that it accumulated, through the shortest route. And coughing, for example, it's cleaning. It's cleaning, and it's not failure. We have millions all over our bodies. Absolutely. But you see, again, how will people, if everyone will start thinking about microbes as our friends, actually? Yes, please. All right. I have 2 dogs here, by the way. So law number 5, we have disease. Disease is a meaningful biological program. Okay, it's not good or bad. It is a biological adaptation for survival. Nature prioritizes adaptation. It does. It really does, and it resolves the problem quickly. The system returns to balance, and this is where I use my essential oils as support. If you're stuck, if you stay stuck in that chronic stress, you stay in chronic activation. It really is like that. I studied new Germanic medicine. I still do. I read a lot on that, and knowing this, yeah, it doesn't make you immortal, it doesn't, but definitely stops that fear. And when we stop living in fear and we start understanding and we live in love, we live in bravery, everything shifts. Everything shifts and will help you respond to your ailments, your diseases, and so on intelligently. Support the body, reduce stress, resolve real life issues whenever it's possible. Yeah, stop panicking during this healing process. This is key. I'm going to say it again. Stop panicking during this healing process, during the healing phase. Ask yourself, I found the conflict. Now what? You resolve that real life problem, not with magic, not with the denial, not going to alcohol, not going to, I don't know, drugs or whatever, not by repressing it, by changing something concrete in your life, changing. Like exactly like that mouse, in the moment when that mouse meets the cat, they need to quickly change something in order, to escape, to leave. Change the environment, do something real for your health. It is very important to think like that. It's crucial. The way that you see your healing, the essence, new Germanic medicine. You can Google, Dr. Hammer. There are loads of people. Yesterday Joanna was sharing with me a person which does on TikTok some reels as well, based on these powerful ideas. Everything physical, everything, symptom begin with an unexpected emotional conflict, with a shock. How many of you, even knowing about this, it's apparently Joanna said, oh my God, until you, I didn't even know that about essential oils in terms of supporting during these active phases, because people are talking about, when the disease is, that every symptom begins with an unexpected emotional conflict, but they don't give you support tools. So this is why some people do love my lives, although it's very limited reach, because yeah, it's still very new to people, and some of them think that I speak voodoo or witchcraft or whatever, but it's not. It's really very deep, because the body is not going wrong. Your body is not going wrong. The body is responding biologically to help you survive that shock. Okay? And in other words, uh, disease is not a mistake. It's a meaningful program. And when people will start to understand this, they will move from fear into awareness. And this is powerful. Thank you, Matt. You are so awake. Thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate you. And I do want more and more people to understand this, because this is the key. When we will move from that fear into awareness, it's that aha moment. Aha, yeah. Your body records very intense, those very intense emotional shocks. Even the ones that maybe you got over them mentally, but they still record the body, and each organ, each tissue, each cell of your body will type the correspondence specific to that emotional conflict. So, for example, I'll give an example here. The skin reacts to separation. You know, when people are asking me about um, eczemas, psoriasis, vitiligo, we discussed yesterday, the skin reacts to the separation conflict. So someone passed away. Maybe thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate you. Maybe someone dear passed away. Maybe someone took away something from you. The lungs are reacting to the fear of death or feelings that you are suffocated. Okay, the breast issues reacts to the nurturing conflict. You know, like when a mother feels unable to protect or care for someone. My mom passed away with breast C, the disease of the century. Should I, yeah, she passed away about 17 years ago. Should I have known about the new Germanic medicine then? But again, maybe I'm here to brainwash you, but if you're not open, my words will just come on this ear and go on the other one, you know. The pancreas, I have a few videos on the pancreas. The pancreas is linked to powerlessness, you know, or that feeling unable to digest a situation in your life. This is why you get pancreas problems. The bones are relating to the self-worth conflicts, you know, like feeling broken, not strong enough, and so on. And each time you experience one of these emotional shocks, you know, unexpected, in isolation, exactly like we said, you know, dramatic, and so on, you know, your body activates that biological survival program, which will help you to adapt. And again, imagine a woman, because, yeah, my videos are more done for women, although a lot of men are coming into my life. I have Richard, I have Mosen, don't know if I pronounce your name right, sorry about that. Yeah, I have, yes, thank you so much, Gary, for messaging me the other day. I have Paul, yes, everyone is, and you know, sorry, I need to put my glasses. That's the government's job to brainwash us. Yeah, but mine as well. I love to brainwash. Hello, watching from Philippines. It's so lovely to connect with you from Philippines. It's amazing. Wow. This is so good. You know, my videos, my lives are reaching the whole world. I'm very grateful, really, really grateful. Thank you. Um, are you Italian? No, I'm Romanian by background, Eastern Europe. It's Romania, Eastern Europe, you know, Ukraine, I don't know, Bulgaria, Turkey, that part of the world. Okay. So we were coming, and I wanted to give you an example of, you know, a woman who feels suddenly rejected by her partner. She develops eczema. So by my work with yeah, with my clients, with people who reached me, oh, I have my baby with eczema, I have developed me eczema, and so on. First thing I ask them, where is the separation? What did you separate yourself from? What was it taken from you? Okay, so we need to identify that. Hello from California, it's lovely to see you. Great, I send you hearts as well, loads of love. Thank you so much. Thank you. So if we look at the new Germanic medicine, in the moment when a woman is left by, or you know, yeah, rejected by hello Sylvia, it's lovely to see you. When a woman is rejected by her partner and she develops eczema, her skin is reacting to the separation conflict, you know, the subconscious mind, the subconscious memory, you know, someone that I love has been rejecting me, has been torn from me. So the body creates inflammation in the skin, and there's a healing process once she begins to reconnect emotionally, you know, or process the loss. That healing process starts then. The eczema is not the problem, but people are seeing as a problem. People are seeing it as a problem, but the eczema is not the problem, is the resolution phase, is a that the resolution phase of a deeper emotional wound. Do you also do family constellation? No, yeah, it's on my mind to start thinking deeply about that, but not yet. um, yeah, not yet, but I heard about this. I know a Romanian woman, she speaks only in Romanian, which does that. So I'm passionate about that, so I'm still in the beginning with learning about that. I'm sure at some point I will, when I feel more with more knowledge, I will come on about family constellation as well. So why is it important? Why, when we interpret symptoms in this way, we stop fighting our body. We're listening more to our body, and this is when your everything needs to shift, starts to shift. What's wrong with me? Why do I have this eczema? What's wrong with me? You will shift from what's wrong with me into what is my body trying to tell me. Okay, and this is a very empowering holistic mindset that it's really a big shift. you know also, the right and the left side of your body represent different emotional directions, because some people may have it on right side, or they may have it on the left side. The right side, it relates to giving, doing. It's that masculine energy. There is a Romanian Laura, she does it. She will have seminar in February with guests all over the world in Bucharest. Yeah, I don't know Laura. Her name is Madalina Gănescu. This is what I know. Well, at least I follow Madalina. I don't know about Laura. But as I said, I'm not doing family constellation right now, okay? Because I don't have all the knowledge that to feel confident to advise on that. So on the right side, we have the relation. It's relating to giving, to doing, masculine energy, and on the left side, it relates to receiving. Thank you. Thank you as well. Let's keep in touch. I will look more into that, and I'm always very keen to learn more. I am that continuous learning, because what do I say? Information is forming our system of beliefs. That system of beliefs impacts on our thoughts into our actions, and then the results. It's a big formula. Okay. The left side is receiving, it's nurturing, is that feminine energy. So if the pain shows up more on one side than in another, it may tell you which aspect of your life is in conflict. And as we said, every illness has the two phases. Is the conflict active phase, when the body adapts under stress, and is the healing phase, when the body repairs after that emotional resolution. And ironically, symptoms like fever, fatigue, inflammation, they show up more in the healing phase, exactly like I said, when the body is actually repairing itself. Cold diseases like C, I'm not going to pronounce it because I don't want my life to be, they're very particular with this disease, the disease of the century. Cold diseases like C, ulcers, they are often happening during the stress phase. While hot diseases, like inflammation, fever, rashes, and so on, it's happening during the healing phase. And the brain acts as a controller center. Each organ, it corresponds to a specific area in the brain. And modern scans, I don't know if you do scans or not, they are showing changes in the brain tissue during these emotional conflicts. Go and, if you're passionate about having these scans, go and see, because there are science done, modern scans which are showing clearly changes in the brain tissue during the emotional conflicts, proving clearly, that body mind is, yeah, it's linked. It's biological, not just physiological. Uh, it seems to be a bit complicated. Probably, yeah. We need more questions. If you have any questions related to your ailments, diseases, which we know exactly what we are now, because when I started to learn and read about new Germanic medicine, it just changed the way that I see health. I realized that my body isn't against me, it's actually talking to me. This is what I teach my clients. This is what I teach the people who are coming towards me. That rash, that pain, that tension, that anxiety, that whatever, it's not random. It's a communication from your body that is trying to say something to you. Listen, stay with it. The question isn't is how to fix it, because you can't stay with the pain, you can't stay with the rash, with itches, whatever. It's what emotions do I have stuck? What emotion do I have there suppressed? And then when you find that root cause, everything begins to heal, body, mind, and spirit. This is what's happening. Um, Chronic neck pain, root meaning. Yes, oh, yeah. It's I had it at some point, and we'll talk in a second. So I want to this. I want to say one more thing, and then we'll go into chronic neck pain. But essential oils are perfect tools. This is why I have 6 years of using them. That bridging this awareness that I was, and they work through the limbic system. I think, what gets repeated gets remembered. What gets remembered gets repeated. You'll hear me talking a lot about the limbic system, that emotional memory center, even where our survival is stuck there. That subconscious conflicts, fear, everything is stored in there. And this is why frankincense, bergamot, balance, geranium, copaiba, all of these oils will help you a lot. It will reconnect you with your divine wisdom, especially frankincense. And this month you'll get it for free. It's a very powerful oil. Like you said, you're wise. Well, this oil has a lot of divine wisdom. It helps you integrate that awareness. Bergamot, which is the oil of uh, body acceptance, it releases that guilt, shame, unworthiness. Balance blend, it supports you that grounding, and it helps you in the healing crisis. Geranium, it's oils which I bring with me where I go. It nurtures self-love, forgiveness. Copaiba, the same, it brings calm, acceptance. Let's see exactly where copaiba is. I have all of them scattered around here. Okay, it brings you calm, acceptance, and especially when old you, those old emotions are resurface. It's very interesting how we work. Yeah, because yeah, this is what we are: body, mind, and spirit. Right. So let's just have a look. I understand what you're talking about. I've looked at it last year. Fascinating stuff. It is, isn't it? So again, chronic neck pain. Right. So what's happening in your body if you have this chronic neck pain? It's muscles, just body, talking body, muscles on the base of the skull here on the shoulders. They're tightened. Hello, intuitive Libra. It's lovely to have you. Good to, we were talking, maybe you can come on my live and see exactly if you can ask questions. I don't know exactly how to to welcome you to my life, but yeah, it will be interesting ones. Coming back to the the neck, maybe you have a posture which that is purely from the body perspective. Okay, next week it will be lovely to have you. You have a posture that you stay weird in, you have a lot of stress, you have fatigue, um, you know again, jaw, like clenching, teeth grinding. Did you ask someone, like, if you have teeth grinding? Do you drink enough water? Dehydration. And also, water, I think it's not enough on its own. We need magnesium, the electrolytes, because this is when the water really is absorbed. Yes, all of those. Well, this is just 33% because we haven't got to the mind and to the spirit yet. Maybe you have poor circulation. Maybe you have lymph stagnation. All of that, you need to look at maybe doing some stretching, roll your shoulders, maybe gentle, like neck rotation, deep breathing. It will help because it will relax your nervous system. It will oxygenate the muscles. I will recommend you Deep Blue, our Deep Blue blend. It's amazing. Aroma Touch, again, past tense. These are amazing for pain. Copaiba and frankincense, highly inflammatory oils. Bioavailable water needed. Yeah, yeah, let's call it that way as well. But it's I'm very much into electrolytes. I think that's the best, and also citruses in my water. I will recommend also lavender because it's a calming, it will calm your body, your nervous system, together with copaiba and with frankincense. Stay hydrated. Can you get them in the USA? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Yeah, it's our Meta Power electrolytes. Recharge. They're called recharge. I don't know. It's just the different names, but it is electrolytes, magnesium, high absorbable magnesium. So your body message, my lovely, with that pain, chronic tension, is that you're carrying too much tension from trying to hold everyone's responsibility, to trying to hold everyone together. Can you? Yeah. If you want to, have me as your guidance, you can message me and I'll help you to get them. Okay. So you're trying to get everyone together, you're carrying too much responsibility. You think that you can take on your shoulders the whole world, that you are responsible for everyone. And let's have a look at the mind. Okay, we looked at the body, what's happening there. And emotionally, this tension, this chronic tension, pain, whatever, in your neck, it represents rigidity. Yeah, rigidity represents resistance, difficulty in seeing another perspective. You're very stuck, you're very stubborn, stuck in your perspective. It's that emotional expression of someone who feels burdened, stuck, maybe responsible for everything. I feel pressured and I can't let go. I'm trying to control too much. I can't turn my head and look at things differently. I suppressed emotions like anger, resentment, guilt, literally, that all of that tightens the neck, and you have difficulty saying no. It's about boundaries. Okay, setting boundaries. And neck pain, also neck tension, chronic. Yeah, it appears also when you feel torn between the mind and the heart, because here it's the connection with the upper, with the divinity, with the Sahasrara chakra, with, yeah, and with the rest of the body, is between logic and emotions. Body feels locked. intention. You need that flexibility. And how do you get that flexibility? Is permitting yourself, letting yourself learn to turn your head towards new perspective, releasing that control. I know it's hard. And trust me, I have years of control. I was a control freak. And this is coming from the wound of betrayal from the childhood. Go back to my YouTube videos and please watch them. Mihaela Hegarty, you'll be seeing there 2 videos on childhood wounds. Exactly that how I feel. This is why we need to understand. We need to understand that everything in our body is body, mind, and spirit. We need to understand that better. Me too, with control. Give yourself permission to relax. What do you think what will happen? What do you think it will happen in your life if you give permission to relax? Use balance. It's a grounding, very grounding and centering oil. Use bergamot. Again, the oil of self, the oil of connection with your body, letting go of control, perfectionism, and all of that. Trust me, in the moment when I let go perfectionism, I felt amazing. I have the courage to recognize here that I don't have all the knowledge, that I don't know everything. Yes, I don't know. I don't. And I promise you, I don't. And I let go. But in the past, I said, I'm not going live just in case something happens. Just in case something happens. And I'm caught on guard, off guard, by not knowing something. I always feel I need to help my family. I know, but do you feel about helping you first? How about that? Use Copaiba, because it will ease that external pressure to always give to others. Self-criticism. Maybe you self-criticize yourself. If I'm not looking after my family today, something bad will happen, and especially I will feel guilt. Frankincense, use frankincense daily, because it will reconnect you with that heart head. It will reconnect you. That lavender, it will release the tension and invites peace. And let's look at the spirit as well, and probably I will close, because I don't want it too long, these lives. I want people to revisit them. Okay, spiritually, the neck is the bridge between the mind, yeah, the upper body, spirit, upper chakras. We have ajna, we have sahasrara. I don't know if you believe in all of that. I do, but yeah, let's call it more like it's the bridge between the upper body, the upper mind, and the body, like heart, throat. It's connected mainly to the throat chakra. This is where your issue is the center of communication, is the center of truth, is the center of alignment. What kind frankincense I got? I don't know what you mean by that. Sure. Sanskrit and Vedas are pure knowledge. Absolutely, yeah. I used to practice yoga a while ago. Yeah. Gina, I only recommend doTERRA. The doTERRA oils are the most tested, the most purest on the planet. They are, I know exactly if I put, let me close it, because otherwise the whole thing will. So on the bottom of each bottle, you will have a number, and that number you put it into a third party website. It's called Source to You. And I know this geranium, which is produced in this batch, will go through over 50 tests in order to make sure that they are pure, they're safe for taking them internally. I don't know, ingest. Yeah. So this is why, for me, the only brand that I use safely, it's doTERRA. When they say to you on internet, don't take oils internally, they're totally right. And you know why? Because 99% of the industry, of the essential oil industry, is alterated and adulterated, which means they put a drop of geranium and the rest toxicity, they're not maneuvered well, which means that they might have molds, fungi, synthetic things, all sorts of stuff, and you put things bad in your body or on your body. This is why, no, no, thank you. Coming back to your neck, let's just speak about this, and then we'll close the seminar tonight. Your energy center is blocked. You have that difficulty expressing the truth. You have fear of judgment, fear of being judged, and this is coming from your childhood wounds. I think those two videos will help you a lot. You have suppressed emotions to keep you at peace, to protect you. You feel disconnected between what you say, what you think, and what you feel, and how you act. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. And energetically, your neck is saying, I'm holding my words, I'm holding back my words, my truth, my authentic flow. Bioavailable water was referring to electrolytes. I'm not being rude. No, of course not. No, 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 no. No rudeness here. No. And, start speaking your truth. Start speaking that, because that will start your healing. And the way that you do speaking truth, it's you choose it. You can do it by talking to yourself, you can do it by journaling, you can meditate using frankincense, apply frankincense on the throat chakra, meditate with blue tansy. It's that, me and my this is totally stuck today, and I can't even open it. I'm not going to try it because it's, or maybe later. But that blue thing which I apply on my forehead, and then I put it with coconut oil. Well, blue tansy, it's the same. It's one very blue oil. It's the Moroccan chamomile, the blue Moroccan chamomile, yeah, blue tansy, and it will open your throat chakra. It will open your communication. Apply vetiver and cedarwood. These are very grounding oils. It will help you release that built up energy. Use affirmation daily, because this is also a way of deepening with the oils with intention. And the affirmation will also align your body, mind, and spirit. I release the weight of responsibility that I carry for my family and for the others. I trust the flow of life. I speak my truth with love, with intention, with ease. I allow myself to relax. I don't need to hold everyone or everything. I don't need to control things. I don't need to be a perfectionist. In essence, the neck issues and, tension problems, chronic pain is not just a physical stiffness, it's energetic tightness from holding too much, from thinking too much, for thinking, for silencing your truth, all of that. So tomorrow we'll also start again. I'm going to do another seminar. I don't know on what. I all the time think what might benefit you. If you want to drop, I'm going to stay 2 more minutes. Maybe you want to say in the comments what kind of topics would you like to, what time tomorrow. It will definitely be late, let me think, because I'm going to Brighton tomorrow, so it will be late, probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock UK time. So yeah, the same time as today, ish, something like that. but you can always, definitely don't be earlier than that. I'm going to close the live stream on YouTube, and then we can, close the TikTok as well. Take care, and thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you all. Thank you, and have a good evening. Bye bye.